It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising. Every time we fall. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. To know what you know and what you do not know. That is true knowledge. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. By 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. When anger rises, think of the consequences. Never give a sword to a man who can't dance. It is easy to hate and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. The cautious seldom err. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. If I am walking with 2 other men, each of them will serve as my teacher. I will pick out the good points of the one and imitate them, and the bad points of the other and correct them in myself. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. If in terms of 100 years, teach the people. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. Old age, believe me, is a good and pleasant thing. It is true. You are gently shouldered off the stage, but then you are given such a comfortable front. Stall a spectator. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. I hear, I know, I see, I remember, I do, I understand. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Heaven means to be one with God. Study the past if you would divine the future. You cannot open a book without learning something. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. To see the right and not to do it is cowardice. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. An oppressive government is more to be feared than a tiger. If we don't know life, how can we know death? The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. If you look into your own heart, and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? To practice 5 things under all circumstances constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? The object of the superior man is truth. A youth, when at home, should be filial and, abroad, respectful to his elders. He should be earnest and truthful. He should overflow in love to all and cultivate the friendship of the good when he has time and opportunity. After the performance of these things, he should employ them in polite studies,